Hey folks, Kevin here in Japan. I should look at the camera. Kevin here in Japan, just chilling out on a Sunday night. I'm in my man cave slash studio, and yeah. So it's Sunday night here in Japan. I'm gonna speak quietly because kids are sleeping. It's what's it now? Almost 10:30 at night. I don't have to work tomorrow. It's Seishin no Hi, which is Coming of Age Day, which is a national holiday here in Japan, where to celebrate when young men and women officially become men and women. So at the age of 20 in Japan, that's like the age of majority. Would that be the age of majority? It's okay with when you're old enough to buy booze and smokes. So there's ceremonies all across Japan for people who are that age. I'm at the moment sitting here watching some YouTube. I'm watching Critical Eats Japan, and that's a YouTube channel here in Japan. A guy who does Critical Eats Japan. He does food reviews of all kinds of different types of food in Japan, and that's the basis of his YouTube channel. And I'm going to be interviewing the man behind Critical Eats Japan tomorrow for the Just Japan podcast. So tomorrow evening I'll be recording him, and that's going to be like this week's episode of the podcast. Will be Critical Eats Japan. So of course I'm watching some of his videos. I've been following this YouTuber for quite some time, but I don't have a lot of time to watch YouTube these days. Actually, I don't. I just don't watch a lot of YouTube. Or if I do watch YouTube, I'm watching it in like different ways. I'm watching YouTubers who are not in Japan, or I'm just like watching documentaries and science shows and TV shows. That's kind of what I use YouTube for. Yeah, so I'm enjoying his videos. They're pretty cool. So he's gonna be on the podcast. So it's like doing research. Tomorrow, holiday, basically, I think I'm gonna be just hanging out with my daughter tomorrow, and my wife's gonna be taking my son downtown to hang out with him. He needs a bit of time just with mom. He's 6 years old, but he's going through a pretty rough period for him, where he's really fighting for feeling really jealous about his little sister, and wanting more attention from us, and wanting more attention from his mom. So we decided he hangs out with me quite a bit on the weekends and stuff, doing guy stuff. But he wants his mom, so they're gonna hang out tomorrow and have a mom and son day, a date day. He says a date day, yay! So I'm gonna hang out with my little lady, and we'll have some fun too. I'll have a good time. I love hanging out with my little lady too. So, yeah. Let's see. What else? Podcasting, working. That's about it. My holiday's over. It was over last week, of course, and I'm back at work. Just busy. The Just Japan podcast. If you guys listen to my podcast, I'm gonna have something new came out on the weekend. Yesterday. The Just Japan News podcast, episode 1, and I'm gonna continue. I think it's really fun. It's interesting to do, and it's a supplement to the main podcast that will fall. It'll be in the feed each week. It'll come every weekend. So during the week, the main podcast, the Just Japan podcast, will drop about a different topic about life in Japan. And on the weekends, the Just Japan News podcast will drop, and that's just kind of a roundup of some of the top stories and news stories in Japan of the week. So it was cool to do. Definitely, I'm sure as time goes on, it will improve and get better and better. The quality, the production quality, and just even me, the quality of me reading the copy. A bit bumpy in some spots, but I'm pretty happy with the way it came out, and I've gotten some positive feedback already, so that's great. Yeah, so that's it. I just want to say hi to you guys. Because I'm chilling out on a Sunday night here in Japan, a long weekend Sunday night, so can't go wrong with that. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are. Click the like button and all that stuff, and check out the links below. If you're not familiar with my podcast, the Just Japan podcast, go check out the links below.